Hello everybody, finalKenpachi here. Welcome to another Raid of Legends video. This video is going to be big, guys. Why? We got a way more information about the Chaos Awakens this time. I will share you guys the detail about the event period, what is the reward, what is the new legendary champion looks like, what is their skill, which is end of the video, and the new relics, guys. Yes, I will show you guys the detail about the relics as well. Let's get started. Chaos Awakens going to be new campaign, guys. This going to be have a 5 unique legendary champion, return of the time limited event dungeon. This time mythical champion going to be protect the event dungeon, which is I share you guys the her skill kit on my previous video. You guys can find it over there. And the 8 new limited relics, guys. Event is divided into the 2 phases. Phase number 1 starting from the June 2025 coalition event classic fusion, start of the event dungeon and the bastion redesign with the OST update. You guys heard the music beginning of the video, so that's the music going to be. Phase 2 July 2025 3 legendary champion in the champion chase. So wording is a little bit complicated there if you guys worrying about it. No guys, it's not like tournament reward. This is going to be loyalty program champion. All you guys need to do, log in the game and get the champion. Duration of the event going to be start from the June 5 to the August 6. And next information. Again, this is when the event start, guys. June 5. All the player starting from the level 2 can participate in the event by the completed dedicated quest and earning coalition points. Basically, I want to keep this video short, so I mentioned this quest and stuff like that on my previous video. If you guys didn't find it, I will put it over there. Reward period going to be end on July 2, 2025. During this period, player can no longer complete the quest or earn the points, but they can still open the event tab and claim the earned rewards. Events end on the July 3. The event is no longer accessible in the game. So July 3 is the deadline, guys. Okay. Basically, we are going to do some quests. Some of them going to be repeatable. Some of them going to be server side quests. Some of them going to be special quests. And we are going to get some point by them. And we are getting 5 new champion. One of them, this one is the mythical champion, which is the event dungeon boss as well. This is the fusion. We already revealed the fusion champion skill kit 2 days ago. You guys can check this on my YouTube channel. I will share this one and this one skill kit end of the video. And this one over there at the beginning, this is going to be loyalty program champion, which means she's going to be free champion we are going to be receive. We also can start pulling her from the ancient secret and the primal shard starting from the July 31. Looks like she's going to be affinity champion. We can already can see it from there. And again, the fusion, guys, upcoming fusion champion going to be classic fusion. Can also pull in from the ancient secret and the primal after the June 5. This champion, which is it's coming soon, stay tuned for that. Turn Drake. Drop from the ancient secret and the primal shard after the June 5. Fusion champion, shard boost. I think this is the first time we are going to see, I assume in 15x or the 10x for the mythical champion, guys. And the drop from the primal shard after August 6. And the Ballard the Lost, drop from the ancient secret and the primal shard after June 5. And the relics. First one is the rares, guys. We are getting 2 rare relics, new special limited relics. So Sinner Cloak, this one has a HP defense and resistance bonus. We receive 1% defense for the each 15% HP is missing. Stick to the 75% HP missing. You can additionally get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% more, which means 6% defense increase. I don't know, guys. I don't like that much, to be honest. Which is defense is the one of the most useless stat in the game, because lots of stuff can ignore your defense. Tempus Morbida over there, decrease and still turn matter effect are 15% less effective against the wearer. And you guys can see the threshold over there by upgrading it. This can be strong against the armas. That's pretty much it. I think wand, if you guys obviously have a wand, which is the legendary relics, still way better than this, but yeah. For a rare, that's actually pretty solid. Epics. We are getting 2 epics. Gaze of Damnation. So this one has a accuracy C damage and the attack bonus. Wearer deal 2% more damage per skill activated. Stack the 10%. And receive 1% less damage per skill not activated. Stick to the 5% by the enemies under fear or the true fear debuff. It was looking cool, right? Looking promising at first, but the fear and the true fear debuff, I don't know. Fear and the true fear is not my favorite, guys, but if any one of you using champion like that in the arena, fear or the true fear, let me know. Stat bonus is good, damage threshold over there, which is looking solid. And the Grail of the Agony. We have a HP defense and a speed bonus over there. When the enemy steal or decrease the wearer turn meter, the wearer instead lose 2% max HP for the every 1% turn meter that will have been lost or the stolen. Can kill the wearer. So you guys can see the HP threshold there by the upgrading. This is interesting, by the way. Instead of losing turn meter, you are going to lose your HP, which looks dangerous. So you definitely need to upgrade that to lower this number. Again, against the Armas can be strong. And that's pretty much it too. Shuzan maybe, but Armas is the real problem by the stealing turn meter. And legendaries. So Gilded Pinion. We have a HP, speed, and resistance bonus over there. Wearer receive 1% less damage for each turn of the cooldown on all their skill. And there is going to be, I believe, 2.5 in total percent after you fully upgraded. And this is for each turn of the cooldown. So if your skill is the 3-turn cooldown, it's going to be multiplier with that, right? And which is, you have most of the champion is a 2 active skill. So you need to also calculate that. I think this is going to be insanely strong against the local champion. So like imagine you have that on your like go second DPS champion. I don't know, Embrace can work, Marius for example. They are going to get noticeable less damage, guys. I personally like this one a lot. And we have a Skull of the Attrition on the right side. We have accuracy, defense, and speed bonus on this one. HP burn debuff placed by the wearer. Deal 10% more damage to enemies with the higher max HP. And damage bonus over there is the insane. So that can be good for which is the faction or mythical champion. The first one is come to my mind is her. Gizmak, mythical champion. Vulcanus would be nice. Sufrium would be nice. Sufrium is not really dealing damage though. I'm not sure this is increasing damage of the HP burn or the like direct damage. I'm not 100% sure about that. Let me know what you guys thinking. But this damage bonus over there is noticeable. Very strong legendaries so far. And the mythical. So there is the mythical, guys. Covetous Passion. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I first time heard this word. So this one has an attack, C damage, and the defense stat bonus. Wearer receive 15% shatter buff for 2 turns at the start of the round. Has 30% chance to place a 15% shatter buff on the wearer 1 turn upon killing enemy. So start of the round you are going to get, and after you kill you are also going to be receive it. And the chance of the effect is going to be increased by the upgrading the level. So what is that shatter buff doing? It's basically mythical champion also have this ability, guys. So basically it's going to be increase your ignore defense effect by the 7.5 or the 15%. So your DPS champion, you need to use the DPS champion for that, going to ignore more defense. Kind of like a cat case, but a little bit conditional, you know. And the Crow of the Corruption. This is also the C damage, HP, and the defense bonus. Wearer deals 5% more damage and receive 5% speed when above 50% HP. So beginning of the fight, basically you are going to be full HP, you are going to be deal 5% more damage and receive 5% more speed. And when your HP go below to the 50%, then you are going to deal 25% less damage and lose 15 speed. And you guys can see over there damage and the speed bonus by the upgrading this relics. So basically don't lose HP, I guess, right? It is a little bit like glass cannon, you know. You are going to smack beginning of the game when your HP is the full, or let's say like above the 50%, but after that you are going to get some negative effect. So that was the relics. Let me know what you guys, which one is your favorite. My personal favorite, this rare over there, Tempus Morbida. Over there, I'm not big fan of this fear thing. This one is actually good, Agony. Both of the legendaries are very strong, but I really like the Gilded Pinion. And that was it about the relics. What else we are going to get? We are going to get avatar frames and the badges. 2 new avatar frame will be added to the game. Golden avatar frame will be placed as the reward in the coalition event, and the black avatar frame will be sent to the player who collected 4 legendary teammate champion by the August 5. Additional, player will have chance to earn a new achievement badge. If you manage to get all the 5 teammate champion, you receive a special in-game badge. The badge will be updatable after the Chaos Awakens campaign over. So if you guys are going to be lucky enough, you guys can get some special stuff here. And bastion also going to be changed, and this is how the bastion going to be looks like. Now time to reveal legendary champion skill kit. What are the lost legendary champion spirit affinity attack type Sylvain Watcher, guys? Attack one enemy before attacking, place a shield buff on the champion by 2 turns. The value of the shield is the equal to this champion attack. Has 50% chance to place in 25% poison sensitivity debuff for 2 turns. A1 skill giving him shield, and the more attack you have, shield is going to be thicker, and you are going to place poison sensitivity debuff just from the A1 skill. A2 skill, attack one enemy, single target again, has 75% chance to place a leech debuff on the all enemies by 2 turns. Attack one enemy but placing leech on the everybody. Instantly activated all poison debuff on the all enemies. Looks like Plarium is want to make a Sylvain Watcher is the poison faction. So if a poison activation can be good for the everywhere actually. In general, like dungeon teams, you know, poison activation you can manage to kill them. Arena wise, there is a poison relics now, which is rare, can be strong maybe. And the chance is going to be place a leech, going to be 100% after you book, and the cooldown going to be 3 turn cooldown. A3 skill. Attack one enemy before attacking, place a 50% increase accuracy buff on the all allies 2 turn. Has 75% chance to place a decreased resist debuff on the all enemies by 2 turn. Place a 3 poison debuff on the initial target by 2 turn if this attack is the critical. Place a 3 poison debuff for 2 turn on the all enemies instead. Your chance of the place a poison going to be 100%. And the cooldown is going to be a 3 turn cooldown. So basically guys, if you make him crit cap, you are going to place a poison every single enemies on the field. At the same time, he's casting increase accuracy buff before the attacking. And at the same time, place a decreased resistance debuff. Especially for the dungeon wise, if you guys want to build this champion, you guys need like very low accuracy on him. Alright, and the passive skill, increase the champion ignore defense effect by 1% for the each poison debuff instantly activated by this champion stacked to 20%. Fill the champion tormentor by 5% whenever a poison debuff is placed on the enemy, and aura all better accuracy aura by 60. So with this passive skill, he can actually solid DPS champion like Chimera as well. There is a trial for the poison, right? You have a loss of the potential there, especially if you guys have a Kaldor, which is the Unity champion. You guys can make a nice synergy there. Arena wise could be useful as well on the arena wise. You need to get a turn and you need to be remove the enemy buff before you place a poison, obviously. It's not going to be that easy as like Kawalax or the like Nell, for example, which is the mythical champion Sylvain Watcher as well. But ignore defense per poison. I think the champion going to be huge potential for the solo dungeons, especially Dragon. And the Chimera, guys, I think I'm excited to see the champions on playtest on the Chimera. Let's jump to the second one. Grekosh turned Drake. He's actually looking pretty cool. He's reminds me Balrog, you know, from the Lord of the Rings. But let's see his skill kit. His legendary champion, Spirit Affinity, HP based, Demon Spam faction. His A1 ability. Attack one enemy will ignore 25% of the target defense. Heal all allies with less than 50% by 10% of this champion max HP. So with the A1 skill, attack single target, ignore defense already, which is cool. And if your allies HP below to the 50%, he's going to be heal them by the 10% his HP. He's a HP based, he's going to be a high HP, so the heal we are going to get from him with this A1 skill going to be noticeable. A2 skill, attack enemy twice. I already love it. Each hit will ignore 25% defense against the target with the less than 50% HP. The first hit places a decreased defense debuff on the each enemy by 2 turns. The second hit places a block buff debuff on the each enemy by 2 turns. Each hit will ignore 25% target resistance if they are HP below 50%. So If the targets are 50% or low HP, you are going to be ignore their defense again. You are going to be ignore their resist as well. And you are able to cast decrease defense and the block buff debuff on them. This skill going to be with 3-turn cooldown and your chance of to place a debuff is going to be 100% after you book that skill. So for the arena wise, casting debuff can be risky, you know, ship, want, lots of stuff, lots of arena, RNG. But Hydra was, for example, can be solid. And the A3 skill, guys, place an increased defense buff on the all allies for 2 turn. Also place a block damage buff on the all allies 1 turn. The skill cooldown going to be 3-turn cooldown. Increased defense and block damage. Kind of weird mechanic, this kind of champion. But here we go. And the passive skill, if an ally has more than 50% HP and is under any buff placed by this champion, maybe going to make sense now. That ally deal 10% more damage. Okay. If an ally has less than 50% and attacked by the enemy under any debuff placed by this champion, that ally receive 10% less damage. If there is a multiple champion, only one of them going to be work. Again, this passive skill, I think this champion a little bit more like, I'm thinking Hydra, guys, to be honest. Or like PV content in general, let's say like maybe faction more, you know, faction more obviously can have a lot as well. Could be nice for the siege content as well. We don't know his multiplier yet, but the skill kit doesn't make a synergy, you know, like sure he have ignore defense, stuff like that. His reminds me a little bit Heprak. The good thing is it's HP based. Arena wise maybe can be solid DPS, but we will see. I don't like the debuff part though. I wish he doesn't have a debuff for the arena wise. And the aura, guys, ally HP all battle 28%. So I'm looking my notes. I think that was it. Thank you so much for staying with me today on this video. Again, that was quite a long video. If you guys love my content, hit the like button, sub button. They're free, can help me a lot. Catch you guys next time. Bye bye.